We're taught to hate death. We're taught to fear transition. And we're taught to cry, mourn, and be sad when our loved ones go. But have you ever lost a friend or family member way too fast? I mean, you just left out the door. Seems like 20 minutes later, you get a call and they're gone. Life really happens that fast. And for a lot of us, we sit there and we wonder, even years after, wonder what they're doing. Can they see us? We even talk to them. I mean, let's just be honest. We do. We talk to them. A lot of people are non-believers. I mean, I don't knock you. Believe in what you want. I'm not here to convert anyone of anything. But since I was 7 years old, I always knew that what the things, what I called them back then, I was seeing was not a friendly avatar bunny, or whatever the hell Barney is. I used to be shook when I first started having these experiences with these beings, that transition, excuse me. It started when I was 7, and for the most part, they would just make their presence known to me. Clearly, it was like, let me get my phone straight. It was just like, no one in the house can see him but me, right? And since I'm the only girl with 4 boys, I never said anything to make myself look even more sensitive, feminine, and girly than I thought, So I never said anything. Meanwhile, life went on, and I really, for the exception of freezing up like a hot dog, like when I've seen something in a room or anywhere for that matter, after a few minutes, it would go past, It would just blow past. And then on about my day, I went, right? So I really didn't pay it no mind, honestly. But this one day came, and this one being that I had to pay mind to. I was 11 years old when my oldest brother passed away in a bad car accident. It was very tragic. I feel like getting into the story later on. I might. If I don't, oh well. Anyhow, so I was 11, and I remember specifically like a month, maybe 6 weeks after his funeral, I was at school and downstairs in the basement in a freaking art room, stinking ass basement, right? And me being Alicia, I was trying to do everything to get the heck up out of that room. I mean, just from down there, period. So about 20 minutes later, I'm off on my way down this dark hallway, up the stairs to, I don't know, go flirt. I don't know what I was going to do. Stop asking. Just listen to the story. So I don't know. But you guys, when I made it down that freaking hallway and I turned to the left, I seen my brother standing, or should I say floating, because he was like 2 inches off the ground. Right there. Instantly, me being Alicia, I faint. I fucking pass out. So much so to the point, I promise you guys, my mother is you already know how moms are. She's my biggest fan. So she's on here. But I wake up to ambulance, police, whatever the freak around me, guys, honestly. And I kind of remember what happened, but my mom, she was asking me. I'm like, no, just left it alone. I never entertained these energies, these beings, nor the entities. So after my brother passed away, still I never said anything. I never acknowledged any other being that's transitioned but him. And even then, you heard the story, I didn't even acknowledge him head on. I freaking passed out. So moving on to 2000. So moving on to 2015. It was February, my birthday, as a matter of fact. And this particular time I was asleep. I woke up, guys, in a freaking dream. I mean, titties was sweating, right? And I was trying to get a hold of my brother, my youngest brother, baby brother, best friend, to tell him about this freaking weird dream I had. You know, it was so scary because, of course, my brother, died in this dream. That was February 17th. Happy fucking birthday to me, right? So, needless to say, a month, 6 weeks go past. My mother's in the kitchen and she's complaining and she's just tired of just being tired. Honestly, just tired of being tired. And she's talking about my baby brother. And so matters of factly, me being Alicia, come out and I say, you don't have to worry about him for too much more longer. He's about to be dead anyway. No, soon. He's about to be dead soon anyway. I remember like it was at the second. I then pick up my plate of food in my glass and then I proceed to my room. Now looking back, I feel so fucking horrible and awkward because my delivery was whack. My delivery was wrong. But that wasn't my intent, My delivery was wrong, especially to my mother, and I love you dearly, babe. And I truly apologize for that. Moving on. So, needless to say, 3 days later, my brother not only passed away, but he transitioned in the same way I said he was going to die in. You think that would have gave me confirmation enough to be like, yo, Alicia, yeah, it's something more. Something more to that voice inside your head. Something more to these things that they're called souls and spirits. It's something fucking more. And these pastors, they're not saying it. They're saying what the Bible tells them to say. But I don't want to hear what nobody has to say. I experienced myself. If I want to know if something works, I practice it myself. Manifestation is real. You guys, I'll teach you guys how to get everything you want. We're already who we are, right? So we're already God. That the voice in your head is your consciousness, your God, your universe, whatever makes your tushy comfy to call it. But in every religion that I've ever studied, and I went through all of them because I just don't get my information from a book or from Google, and I darn sure don't get it from nobody's mouth. I'm telling you guys, I experienced myself. And when you believe, you receive. I mean, that's any fucking thing you want. And that's true. Whether a thug is believing that he's the man right here in the streets and that's why everybody's scared of him. Whether I believe in my higher self, the universe, and you believe in Jesus and she and Jehovah. We all believe in some thing, someone, some being, whatever. Okay, let's just agree to agree. So as long as you all believe in something, don't give a fuck, because you will fall for anything. Energy, you guys, on this third dimension that's called planet Earth is so real. Energy is so real, you guys. And for you guys that do not have a clue, that hasn't quite awoken yet, it takes a long time for people to wake up. Some people are just born knowing this shit. And I use that word born really loosely. Because if you go on my podcast, which is available on Anchor and Spotify, you can find me at Morally Immoral. I speak about the same thing I'm about to tell you about now. We never died. We never died. We were never born. Ever. Period. Ever. Ever. As a matter of fact, you cannot show me one person that came back from the dead and told you they died. or it hurts when they die. That is so crazy. You guys, let me tell you about this freaking government, this world, these people. You guys, we have so much to talk about. So over here, every week on Dark Though Deep, I give general readings for a random zodiac sign. Not only do I do that, I also have my words can't even describe what my son is to me. They just can't. But we're gonna call him Kobe. All right, not Kobe Bryant. I'm gonna call him Kobe. Okay, so we'll call him Kobe, right? My baby's nonverbal and he does not walk at 3. A lot of people, yeah, their children, the majority, ask, and they love Kobe. So it's not like they're talking about, but they're like, why doesn't Kobe walk? Or, you know, adults, how do you know what he's saying or if he's itching? Oh, goodness. So many questions. And it's still a learning process for me as well. However, I'm willing to share that with you all. I'm willing to share the experience, and I'm willing to show you all how me and Kobe communicate on while we are in this dimension. The third dimension that we call planet Earth. He's never spoke a word in this dimension. But my son speaks all the time, fluently, different languages. Let me put you guys onto something. Me and my son are so connected at our core innate being that he doesn't even have to be in the same house as myself. I can, even if I'm in the other side of the house and he's on the other side, I can tell you guys what position Jacoby's in, if he's laying, if he's sitting. I can do you one even better. My oldest son, he's 21 years old. I love you, Marty. He babysits his brother and sister a lot, right? So I know my son, he freaking sleeps in the morning because he stays up all night, as do all the little fuckers, right? So in the morning, I get up at fucking 6 or 8. It doesn't matter what time I get up. If I'm not waking myself up, my son, and literally my mother stays 6 blocks over, my son is literally conversing with me. You can ask my fiance. I tell him all the time, you just hear me walking through the house and I'm saying, Kobe, I'm coming. I know, mommy's coming, mommy's coming. Yeah. And for all of us mothers out there, you know how we talk to our infants. And we always put that little baby voice on back as if they're really fucking saying something to us. But we know they're not, because they're really just sitting there looking like reptilians and shit. Like, hope they leave me the fuck alone. Or something like that. It was different with Jacoby. It was way different. As a matter of fact, I thought that I was the one making the fucking voice inside my head, mimicking him. Oh, but was I wrong? Last thing before I wrap this up. I just found out around a year ago that my son was diagnosed with his diagnosis. Not your business, but if I choose to share, I might. But I found that out about a year ago. And I struggled with it, period. I used to ask God, why? Not why me, but why would you give me something so beautiful, so pure, so, oh my God, you guys, knowing that I'm so rough. I'm an Aquarius. My mind goes. I was freaking raised with all brothers. I said I'm a town boy, but I would nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little rough. So when the universe granted me my daughter after 19, 20 years of having a kid, oh my gosh, I just knew that was the best thing in my life. And still to this day, I would tell her by herself, she's my favorite, honestly. But words cannot explain how many times I've sat down and I've asked the universe, like, yo, why? Why would you give me? I'm already freaking out and I'm just already doing too much, right? Right? No. I'm the perfect person. As a matter of fact, each and every one of us that has any type of child that's on any spectrum of autism or whatever the case may be, If you guys do not know how blipping awesome that they are, if you guys do not know how to consciously connect with your baby, if you guys do not know how to lift their soul and their consciousness so far up out their body with the frequency of the energy, honey, with the frequency of the energy that you give them. No one has to see them walk. No one has to see them walk. You can and you will. Tune in, guys, on this YouTube channel, Dark Though Deep Tarot Readings. Get to know Kobe. Get to know me. I think I'm okay. Y'all might be okay. I don't know. I really don't know. And if I really like you guys like that, I might tell you guys about my freaking flapping piercings. Okay, well, you guys, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Because y'all see I only have 9 freaking subscribers. Come on, 9. You guys, when I laid down and had this dream about 2 years ago of starting this stuff, I seen me up there in a yellow chair with Wendy Williams. Y'all really have me in the back bathroom with Chris Rock, scared of damn Will Smith coming out. Like, y'all need to stop it. But all jokes aside, I thank you and I appreciate you guys so flipping much for my viewers. Thanks. And we're going to keep growing until the next time. I will see you guys. Okay?